Hello, fellow Whovians. Well, it's another Wednesday, and since last week we finished looking at the era of the Fifth Doctor, it's now time to reminisce and look back at that wonderful era of his by counting down my top 10 favorite Peter Davison Fifth Doctor stories. So let's get started with number 10, The Five Doctors. Yeah, kind of a misleading title considering the fact that the Fourth Doctor wasn't in it at all. They just used footage from the unaired episode Shada. So yeah, kind of a disappointment, but it was still cool to see the other Doctors interacting with each other, and I think that Richard Hurndall as the first Doctor wasn't all that bad. And plus, I like the characters that they brought back, like the Brigadier, Sarah Jane, and all the other characters like the current companions and stuff like that. It was just really great, and getting to see K9 for a bit I thought was actually kind of cool too, and seeing Sarah Jane reunite with the Third Doctor, I thought that was fantastic. So overall, it was a pretty good anniversary special, but it could have been a little bit better, and if it had been, then I would have said it would be on par with either the 10th anniversary episode of The Three Doctors, or heck, even the 50th anniversary. But what you gonna do? So there you go. Alright, moving on. Number 9, Black Orchid. Yeah, now Black Orchid is kind of interesting because this was the last pure historical ever of Doctor Who. And after that it moved on to the pseudo-historicals, so there's that. But also it's kind of interesting to know because that episode only has like 2 parts. Yeah, or 2 episodes or whatever, so it's kind of unique in that way. But still, it is a bummer that this was the last pure historical episode ever of Doctor Who, so yeah. Alright, moving on. Number 8, Forward to Doomsday. Yeah, kind of a weird one. But yeah, I mean, I remember, that moment when the Doctor was, like, wearing that space helmet and he used, like, a cricket ball or something like that to get himself back to the TARDIS or something like that. Yeah, that was kind of weird, but, it's Doctor Who. What do you expect? Alright, moving on to number 7, Time Flight. Now, this was the episode that came right after Earthshock, aka the episode in which Adric died. So, yeah. And, of course, the Master is in it. He always trying to come up with some nefarious scheme to take over the world or get rid of the Doctor or something like that. But, yeah. But so the fact that this episode came right after Earthshock, it's just an emotional roller coaster ride, and yeah. And again, like I said, it came right after Earthshock. So, yeah, we went from the death of Adric to once again dealing with the Master. Whoopee. Alright, so moving on to number 6, Kinda. A.K.A. the episode with that weird giant snake thing. I don't think I need to say anything more else except giant snake. So there you go. Alright, moving on to number 5, The King's Demons. A.K.A. the episode that introduced us to Chameleon, who after that episode barely showed up at all. Yay, Chameleon! You were such an interesting character, even though you barely had any screen time. Yay! So yeah. Anyway, moving on to number 4, Planet of Fire. So, Planet of Fire. What an interesting episode that was. Mainly because it saw the departure of Turlo, the introduction of Perry, and also the final episode featuring Chameleon. Yay, Chameleon. You were such a good character. We learned so much about you through your 2 appearances on the show. Whoopee! Can you tell that I did not like Chameleon at all? To me, he was completely pointless. So there you go. Alright, moving on to number 3, Resurrection of the Daleks. Yes, another Dalek story. Why are you not surprised? But hey, I love the Daleks. And this episode being the final one with Tegan, it's kind of sentimental in that way. Although she actually originally was going to leave during Time Flight, but then she decided to come back, and this was her actual departure episode. So there you go. But hey, at least she didn't decide to flip-flop and be like, oh, wait a minute, change my mind, I'm coming back in the next episode. Yeah, thankfully that did not happen, so this was the proper farewell to Tegan, and yeah, let's just say that I'm just thankful her character evolved over the course of her time with the Doctor, and that Well, at least at the end she wasn't a gobby. She wasn't so gobby like she was in the beginning, so there you go. Alright, moving on. Number 2. Earth Shock. Yes, the episode that saw the death of Adric. Not the departure of Adric, the death of Adric. Yeah. Now, of course, this isn't the first time the companion has died before. I mean, in the Daleks' master plan, we saw the death of Katarina and Sarah Kingdom. Yeah. Of course, when I think about it, characters haven't actually died all that much in the modern era. I mean, Rose is still alive, Martha's still alive, Donna's still alive, Amy and Rory died, but it was off screen because it got sent back in time by the Weeping Angels. Let's see here. Clara technically didn't die because she was saved by the Doctor and stuff like that, and I guess Bill is still alive out there somewhere with Heather, so yeah. It's kind of weird, though. There haven't been any actual, like, deaths in modern Doctor Who recently. I mean, yeah, Rory has died multiple times, but he kept coming back to life, so there you go. So, yeah, but still, as far as long-term deaths, this is probably one that definitely hits hardest with all Doctor Who fans, myself included. Well, at least those ones who actually care to watch a classic series like me, so there you go. And finally, number 1, The Caves of Androzani. Yeah, you guys probably sounds like coming a mile away, didn't ya? But still, this is a pretty good episode. It's definitely one of the best of the classic series, and as the final episode with Peter Davison as the Fifth Doctor, it's really, really good, and I definitely wish that more episodes were like this during the classic series. I mean, heck, I even wish some episodes were like this now in the modern era. I mean, it's just so good. But I'm not knocking the modern series. I mean, there are plenty of good episodes with the 9th, 10th, and 11th, with the Doctors 9, 10, 11, 12, and heck, even the first 2 episodes of the 13 Doctors era have been good so far, so I can't complain. But still, overall, Caves of Androzani is just a really darn good episode, as the final episode with Peter Davison as the Fifth Doctor, well, at least until Time Crash anyway, it's still really darn good, and I love it. So, those are my top 10 favorite Fifth Doctor stories. What are your favorite adventures featuring the Fifth Doctor? Let me know down below stuff in the comments section below. And if you like, you can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/WhoBeingQueen. Pledge some money, and hopefully I will make better videos for you guys in the not-too-distant future, I hope. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and next week, we're going to be starting our look at the era of the Sixth Doctor with the Twin Dilemma. Oh joy, I'm so looking forward to reviewing that episode. Yay! Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, allons-y!